right on in there. Right in the crevices. Right in the cracks.
The crack called Dark Souls.
This ain't a Dark Souls game. I don't know what you're talking about. I know you tried to question somebody about that at the Ren Fair, and that didn't go too well for you, now did it?
Well, this is technically Dark Souls 4, 5, 6.
I've heard it compared lengthwise to that.
This is Dark Souls 456.
Hey, look, man. By that point, we should definitely have gotten our way into, like, the cyberpunk future.
Welcome back to Elden Ring.
There's a downside here. Didn't know that. Doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, wait, hold on. There's an underside here. What is down here? Interesting. Item. Ooh.
Horn bow.
Bow. I'm curious. Is this one that's actually strength wieldable? A longbow made from animal horn, wielded by the master hunters of the ancestral followers. Imbues arrows fired with magic damage. Reveals its true worth when used with magic-infused arrows. Nope. Int based. Int based. Although, if we pop 2 levels in there, we could use it, but it's not going to have a lot of strength to it.
Don't we have some int-boosting armor?
We do, but it's at the cost of health or stamina. Or we could, I guess, wear the helmet that we got from Renala.
Uh-huh.
But then we lose our 2 endurance from this helm. Oh, hi. Oh, God!
Minotaur?
We were fighting these earlier.
I guess I forgot.
Ooh, okay, alright, alright. You guys got bows. I don't like that. Ooh. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh.
Alright then. Just walked right into the hornet's nest on that one. Did they just get a heal from that?
Maybe? I do not know.
Alright, well, since we have popped out for the moment, I'm gonna quick have us go back to take care of something.
Because apparently we missed another thing.
We missed a lone enemy who drops a spell. He's all on his lonesome, essentially.
So it's like a one-of-a-kind enemy.
I mean, he's just a generic enemy. He's not anything special. It's just what he drops is special.
Oh, okay. It's not one of these fellas.
Actually, it is.
Oh.
Not this one specifically, but this type of enemy.
Oh. So, is it Jimmy the Reject?
I mean, I guess he's all on his lone. That he might be a slug farmer. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's this guy over here.
Oh.
Let's clear off that thing for now.
So why is he up here by his lonesome?
Don't know. There it is, Briars of Sin.
Huh. So, is that something that he is cursed with, and therefore people are like, hey Jimmy, leave, you're Jimmy the Reject now?
No idea, but 24 Faith, we could do this right now. Briars of Sin, an abhorrent sorcery discovered by exiled criminals. Theirs are the sorceries most reviled by the Academy. Wounds
So
the
he's a
caster.
criminal.
Well, it's discovered by criminals. I don't know if this guy is.
Okay.
Wounds the caster with thorns of sin, creating a spiral of blood thorns. A sorcery can be cast repeatedly up to 3 times. The guilty, their eyes gouged by thorns, lived in eternal darkness. There they discovered the Blood Star. don't know what the blood star is, but it's a thing now. Alright. Back to where we were.
When Jolene was going through her emo phase, she's like, call me Jolene Bloodstar.
I mean, wasn't she already doing that? I don't like my father and all those other shenanigans.
Basically, she was kind of emo, but I guess.
Here we go. Oh, this actually needs a catalyst. Like a staff, I should say.
Oh, do we have one?
We have them. There we go.
Do we have a good one?
Doesn't matter.
Oh. Ooh! Ooh!
Yeah, it hurts us and builds up bleed on us as well.
Ooh.
But we're also kind of shielded at that point. Interesting, though. Okay, so yeah, you do need to have a staff, which, you know, we only have, like, the bare minimum of a staff.
Ah.
Right now, like, the most basic one. But it is a faith spell, so that's interesting. Were there any other ones that were, like, pure faith like this? Technically, the Blood Flame Blade. Although with well, actually no, this would still we can still use this because we're using the club, and the club isn't like a unique weapon. So yeah, we could do that.
Why can't the club be a catalyst? An enormous wooden catalyst.
You know, this may shock you, but there have been instances where weapons are also catalysts. Just gotta find them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There was actually, like, what was it? Sacred Chimes were one in Dark Souls 2 of, like, the faith kind of, weaponry. Like, catalysts or whatever, right?
Sacred Chimes?
Yes.
What would they be?
They were little bells, right?
Oh,
However,
okay.
there were some unique ones, such as, I believe there was a shield that had a bell in it that would work as a spellcaster.
Huh?
Alright,
Okay.
that worked better.
Would there be anything like a staff or a spear that would have bells in it?
Well, the staff was also one. Yeah, there were staves. I'm trying to think. Was there a sword? Yeah, there was a sword that was a spell catalyst.
Ooh.
There was a couple of swords, actually, that were spell catalysts in too.
It might be interesting to see if there's any weapon catalysts in Elden Ring.
I think there were some in 3, but they weren't as, you didn't have as many. Wolf friend!
Ah. Good to see you. Apologies, mate. But I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me. But I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celevis. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are.
No, the jaw moved, so I don't think he's wearing a mask. I think the mask is just designed to look like his face.
I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right? Leave this place to me.
Alright, so what's the next step in his quest? I assume that we can go and check on Celevis. Oh, shit, that takes us all the way up here.
And we're at Sophia River?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Uh,
Ooh.
head back to Celebus.
All right, so that's the next step. Okay, that's kind of what I thought it would be, but I wanted to double check. I want to see what's out here first, if I can. Swordstone key, I'll take it. Not gonna complain. I don't know. I can't tell if that's got a open space for me to get in or not. No, it didn't look like it. Alright. This could be death.
I don't think so. I mean, if you jump incorrectly, definitely.
And that's why I said could be.
Ah. Man, Torrent can handle those corners like a champ.
Like a goat, one might say. Alright, so this is the bottom. Yeah, and there's the item I saw on the way up. Nothing else
It's
around here?
interesting that goats like to climb trees.
I've never heard of goats climbing trees.
A few years ago, I saw a Goats in Trees calendar.
I think you mentioned this to me now that you say that there was a calendar.
Of like goats climbing trees.
I don't understand how they got up there. And also, I think I said that I feel like that was Photoshop.
Photoshop?
He sent me stuff, yeah. Oh, WillOfTheFuses is here. Oh, hello, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, DS2, yeah. I feel like DS2 could have been way better if we just didn't, like, had the actual Miyazaki on it rather than him leaving it go to someone else.
And
I would still be curious to see what it would have come out as originally had it not just flopped to nothing.
The one time when I don't have Twitch open, I have somebody commenting.
I know, right? Normally it's very quiet here.
Yeah, yeah. We'll be going for the next 2 hours or so. So,
Yeah.
hey, stick around. Enjoy us.
You know, that sounds terrible. When you say
I
it
am
like
so sorry.
that sounds so wrong. I'm not for sale like that, man. Not like that.
Oh, man.
Well, hello, crab.
Crap.
I'm hungry. Feed my belly. Yeah, give me that flesh. Give me the flesh. I guess it. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, there's things that I love about ZS2 and things that I don't love about DS2.
But, you know,
The what it could have been
from
is always
software.
fun. Yeah, the what it could have been is always fun to just imagine. Get out of here. Especially once we got, like, the DLCs. The DLCs were so good in 2.
Was Miyazaki in charge of the DLCs?
From what I know, I think he had a hand in them, but it still wasn't, like, directing like he did with the original.
But he had more input in the DLCs than
I
he did
think
the...
so, yeah. Like, once the original guy had left, that was originally, like, working on DS2. Who left for... I forget what the reasoning was. Whether it was creative differences or what have you. Okay, oh. That, you know what? Fair. Frigid Outskirts were awful. That is fair. But at the very least, that was, fur raiment. At least that was not something that was mandatory. You didn't have to deal with it. I guess I'll light this? I don't know what that's gonna do. Yeah, Frigid Outskirts were not fun. Not to get to that boss, and not to deal with that boss.
Now, are there other pillars you can find that you can light?
There were some. We passed one at the very start. I didn't want to trigger something before we got to Blythe. So I hadn't, like, hit anything with those. I'm assuming maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, if we light those, maybe those, like, corpse deers will come back to life and start being bosses again. That's a guess. I have no idea if that's the case.
Oh.
Fair. If he was the co-director, then yeah. I don't know. I did not realize that. That's interesting if that is true. Yeah, where's the other one? Yeah, this is one.
Well, it's good that he and Miyazaki made amends if there was any, like, fighting between them.
Yeah, I don't know if it was fighting. I don't know if it was just, like, whatever way they was taking to wasn't the way that they wanted it to go in the end. It's still fascinating to, like, look into and see where it would have gone. I would have loved to have seen the whole Lucatiel as San... Oh, well, I'm dead. Reminiscing is getting me killed. No, I would... Again, it looks like he gets healed from the attacks, maybe? No, I would have... Getting back to the point here. I would have loved to have seen, like, Lucatiel as... oh, man, who is it again? Windmill, blanking on the name. What's his name in Sancho Palms?
Don Quixote.
That's it, Don Quixote. For whatever reason, my brain keeps refusing to stick that name in my head.
Just think of a coyote.
You know, I'd love it if that would work. I don't know if it will.
I actually think there was, like, some 1970s cartoon, like, Don Coyote and Sancho Panda.
Okay, then. What? Okay, the will-o-wisps actually fire at you. All right. Or, assuming that's what those are. Huh.
I'm surprised you're not groaning at the pun that whatever animation studio it was came up with.
I was not even paying attention. I was too weirded out to figure out what was trying to figure out what was going on here.
It was Don Coyote and Sancho Panda.
That's terrible. Wait, Will, he was left to make the sequel. Which sequel? Oh, you mean like, the dude was made to do TS2, while Miyazaki was handling Bloodborne. Okay. If that's the case, yeah, that would make sense, because what was it? Bloodborne was already in development while Dark Souls 1 was finishing up.
Oh, really?
Yes. There's a NPC in the DLC of Dark Souls 1 that is very much a Bloodborne character. Like, that shit was already in their brains as they were finishing Dark Souls 1. You know, it just took a while for it to come out. And when it did, it was good. From everything I've heard and seen. I never had a PS4, so I've never played it. I've been tempted to get a PS5 just for the backwards compatibility so I could play it. But with all the other exclusives coming out, like on PC, it makes me wonder if it'd be worth it to pick up a PS5 at this point. If I'm only going to be playing it for, like, whatever PS5 stuff comes out that'll be, you know, exclusive and, well, I should say temporarily exclusive considering what they keep putting out everywhere else. There we go. You're gone.
Yeah, because, like...
Because what? It's It's like Bloodborne and like one or two other things I can think of that would be one or two other games that I'm not thinking of the name of right now that would come out or not come out, I guess. Oh fuck yeah, for sure. Like it is insane that it actually came out as cohesive as a state as it is, given the dev cycle, like you say. The map still doesn't make a lot of sense. I will forever and always complain about the map not making a lot of sense, and that's not just for the ideas of Iron Keep and the Poison Swamp.
Because you told me that you go, like, up an elevator and then you're in an underground canyon or something?
You're in a giant freaking lava pit, and if I'm remembering correctly, there's a cavern above you. Like, it's a sunken city. And it's not just that one. It's like distances that don't make sense, among other things. Some connections that just don't seem to like logically mesh together well. I think I mentioned like the castle for the near end game that you just go through a tunnel and all of a sudden it's storming on the other side, and there's like 30 feet of tunnel or something.
Well, then again, there was my mysterious rain scenario that I was telling you about.
I mean, it happens, but generally you would think there would be something. Like, you would at least hear, like, the sound of rain or something as you make your way up there.
Oh, so you don't even hear the rain?
Not until you're, like, right at the mouth on that end. Poison Head. By the way, try east. Yeah, for sure. It definitely is a massive step back and a massive disappointment. Like, even like you said, definitely the fact that like you can't just go from one zone to another. Any shortcuts there are, like, honestly, some of them are just kind of pointless because you'll sit down at a bonfire and it's like, oh, I can kick down this tree to get back to where I was, which I don't need to ever do anymore because I sat at a bonfire right next to this tree. You know, not to mention the fact that there are just constant bonfires. Like, there's also that little tidbit of just every single, like, 10 feet, it feels like, there's a bonfire.
Really? So there's more bonfires than Dark Souls 1?
Oh, easily.
I would like that mostly because I suck.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, at least with Dark Souls 3, there are some levels that are interconnected still. Not many. Like, they went from, what? Best way to describe one is what? Like a twisty kind of mountain or a twisty kind of tree that you can go up and down with, right? 2 is spokes on a wheel, and 3 is like a tree branch. There's not really a way to get back and forth, you know, across those branches. But you'll run them to the end, and you'll have to go back to where that branch... I can't believe he didn't see me. Where that branch split off again. Well, although I think it only really does that once, not counting DLC.
How high is your ninja attribute?
Stealth is not at 100. I can tell you that right now.
What happens? Okay. Suggestion: you put on a headband, and it says ninja.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say that doesn't work. Let's see if we can get one of these guys.
But what happens if you put on camo and then put on the headband that says ninja?
I was going to say Cathedral of the Deep is where it splits. Because Cathedral, you need to do it, but until that point, it's like... you hit the end of Cathedral and then it goes, oh, hey, get back to the main branch. Oh, boy. I love arrows. Arrow Man, I love you so much. Can you stop firing arrows, please?
Arrow Man, the new boss for Mega Man 12.
Too far away.
Wait.
Can I hit you
What?
now? I can hit...
Was there an Arrow Man?
I can hit all the animals. I can't hit the ghost. Come on. I'll take a drink. Ooh, what is
No, not officially, but there were fan games with Arrow Man.
that? Goodbye. Yeah, no, like, getting back to, like layout, yeah, a lot of it was just, shortcuts in the same level, and none that really went backwards, which is always kind of the disappointing part of that level layout. Ooh, another sconce.
So will this summon something once you get all of them?
Like I said, I think it'll resurrect the dead deer boss, I'm assuming. That was over in the ruins? That's my guesstimate here. Are you? You're facing me. Okay. Good to know. Gonna go ahead and just creep around this side.
Sneak.
There's another one. Love it when there's another one. It's always ends up going well.
Oh no.
Snap. Goodbye.
Yes.
Love the sneak feature in this. Not, ooh, that's new. Uh-oh. One roll. Okay, that hurt.
Drink.
I'm gonna kill him first. I feel like that was a mini Silver Knights episode from Dark Souls 1.
Oh.
Not as far as a deadly drop, but definitely a narrow walkway with an archer trying to knock you out. Oh, for sure. For sure, the Grand Archives and the Dragon Slayer. That's the most egregious one. Like, dude, I know you haven't played 3, or, like, you've only played partway through 1. But, like,
Yeah.
there's literally, you beat a boss in 3, and every time you beat a boss, a bonfire spawns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like, what I would have make an equivalent of, like, half a block away is the next bonfire, with no enemies in between and nothing to stop you. Like, in my opinion, some bosses should not have made bonfires appear. Oh, there's one.
But could you have reached that boss from another angle?
It doesn't. You had shortcuts basically letting you get to the boss without a fight. Right? And then when you killed that boss, a bonfire would appear, and then you would have, like I said, gonna say half a block of walking. You know, a rough equivalent there. To literally nothing in the way. Oh, shit! I heard him yell.
Huh.
Yeah, like Will says, it's literally so the run to the next boss has, like, a few less seconds. But yeah, I think the solution there was just don't let the Dragon Slayer armor drop a bonfire. There's absolutely no reason for it. Like, you beat the boss. Cool, there's a bonfire, like, 3 feet that way. Good job.
Well, maybe because this is open world, and you say, like, why are these two graces so close together?
The open world I'm not arguing with. I'm arguing with 3. Which does not have open world. We are in a literal straight line with no branches.
Okay, so you couldn't have gotten to the second bonfire from any other angle?
Absolutely not. There was only the one path. You get to it, and that's it. And like Will said, it saves a few precious seconds.
That's dumb.
But, again, solution is there's no reason for the boss there, the Dragon Slayer armor, to drop. Oh my god, that's accurate! Wow, is that accurate? Yeah, the solution is just Dragon's armor doesn't drop any freaking bonfire at all. Just keep walking, you're good.
But maybe it's scripted that all the bosses drop a bonfire?
Oh, it probably is, but in my assumption, and from what I know from the way I learned coding, it's something you could turn off.
Oh.
Like, it's literally one thing where it's like, I'm gonna put this in, like, parentheses, I think it is, and it all of a sudden takes the code out and turns it into, like, a note in the code. You know. You know, like think of it like this way. If you put it in parentheses, it turns it into a sticky note within the code for someone to read, but it doesn't do anything while it's in there.
Huh.
That's just an example. I'm not sure if that's exactly how that works, because I don't know the coding they use.
Yeah.
That's true. I will say there is one actually, Will, that I do think that I liked the placement of. It's the one in the castle that's like underneath the staircase, like you had to fall down a little bit, and then there was a ladder. I think that one was worthwhile because I do remember that being one of the few times there was a bit of a jaunt before you got one. It was right after you got invaded by I forget her name. The girl that had like the keystone or whatever to turn the one tower to let you through. Oh, there's a ladder here. Like she invades you and what is it? What does she call herself when she's invading? I can't remember to save my life. Yeah, that's true. There was one in the Sunken King. It's been so long since I played that, like the Sunken King part of it, though, that I'm not remembering exactly where that is. But yes, I do remember it being like there were some that were useful for the fall, or for the distance. Oh, nice, he did die. Sweet.
And you got meat out of it.
I did get some jerky.
Is it Minotaur jerky, or was it jerky that he was carrying?
It was on a corpse.
A corpse that the Minotaur killed?
Oh, it was just, laying there slumped over. Could have killed it. Ah, yes, Nameless Usurper. That's the one. That's the one. Wait.
Maybe because she
Merchant.
didn't have a name, that's why you couldn't remember it?
She does have a name, but she's calling herself Nameless Usurper when she invades, I believe. Merchant. Merchant. Merchant.
Merchant? Hello, Merchant.
Merchant. Merchant. Merchant. Ooh, this is a drop down. Oh, there he is.
Merchant! Merchant!
Yes, perchance merchant. Yeah, unlike the other nameless king. Yes, unlike the other nameless character. The one that is just a fucking copy from Dark Souls 1 that has no reason to be there.
Oh, a customer.
Okay, alright. We've got a few things. Buy some cookbooks. Nascent Butterfly? What do you... We have 2 of these, so maybe it'd be worth buying a couple. Oh, Larval Tear for sure. For sure. Another Shodol. Okay, we can't use most of this. I'm gonna books.
I thought you needed bolts for something because you had arrows, but you didn't have bolts.
Yes, because we don't... As just some guy. I like the Nameless King. I like the idea of it. I don't know how well it fits lore-wise into things, especially considering 1 was never meant to have sequels initially. I was thinking more of, what was it? God damn it. I forget what they call him. Nameless Dragon Slayer or whatever it is. In the Cathedral of Blue. Oh, did I just drop that? Okay, good. I didn't, get rid of it completely. That would have been dumb.
Because didn't upside down guy, we were fighting him with like bows and arrows rather than.
We didn't have special bolts, but yes. We were using poison because we didn't have poison bolts.
Okay, but we do have normal bolts, right?
Till next.
We have normal bolts, just not anything good.
Ah, okay.
No, Nameless King is a fun fight. I do wish he looked a little different than Gwyn. I get the idea of, like, we need to make him look like Gwyn, so you, like, it hits home of, like, yeah, he's a thing. It's true. Ornstein is an illusion thing, yeah, a little bit. Although it still feels weird for him to be in what would essentially be a different area. Like, in 3, the whole concept is just, the world's so fucked, we start pulling things from different eras and start merging it together to try and get someone that knows how to link the fire. So you could pull Ornstein from any era at that point, assuming he was alive then, right? As far as, like, his potential, you know, usage in, grab that. As far as his potential usage in 2, it feels misplaced, and especially so because it feels like there's not enough to really give you an idea of what's supposed to be going on with him being there as a whole. Like, they just kind of leave... Not again. Okay, alright, that works.
Drink.
Alright, so, 2 things. Apparently once they shoot their load, they're gone.
Oh.
That I didn't know about, but cool. Glad that's a thing. Yeah, no, I like the whole Ornstein was an illusion, yada yada yada. It hints in Dark Souls 1 kind of at that idea. Doesn't give me any solid things, but yeah, 2 has always seemed weird, especially for where he's at. I would think he would be somewhere more, I don't know, I would think he'd be closer to the castle, honestly, than he would being out there just in a flooded place that looks kind of like Anor Londo, like in the most vaguest of senses. Oh wait,
So,
is that something I can activate? I forget.
on the next episode of Elden Ring, we will attempt to continue to summon the fire deer boss guy.
We'll see what it takes. Nothing has really told us we've done it right yet.